Hi everybody. My day has gone by fairly fast. I went out to buy more supplies, and it usually takes about 4 hours. So I'm a little bit tired of doing all the driving and getting out and going into the stores, but it was kind of fun because I went into the Spirit Halloween store, but I also went back to Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby has always been a very, very good place for me to go because they always had 50% off of their candles. They don't have that anymore, but they do have a very good price for their 6 or 8 inch candles. See, this one is $1.29. The color is Celadon, basically green, and I believe it's a 6 or an 8 inch candle. Same thing here. I got, of course, in red, and I want to talk to you about the difference between banishing and returning to sender. So when you are gathering your supplies, you need to think about this. I got some good old just plain black, which is what I've used for years, which is very, very good for calling on the ether, banishing negativity, or even manifesting from the ether. Meditating on a dark moon. Excuse me. Now I also got brown because I've been talking a little bit about double action candles, right? Brown is very good for court cases, but I have used it to help me get work. It relates to the earth, and that does relate to Jupiter and contracts. So if you have a full-time job or even a part-time job, you have an agreement. You do the work, they pay you. I've had a lot of good luck burning brown. I went back to the at-home store to get gray candles, which I'm going to get hopefully in the near future and talk to you about using gray candles in your work. But I got some more double action black and red candles, which I said are called the reversal candles. Okay. Bleeding candles is what they're called this time of year. I got 2 more. Now I also got this lucite decoration because after I saw the movie Inside Out #2, I was so incredibly moved. I decided I wanted to make a candle holder that I could use for my sense of self. And I could even offer spell work to encourage someone to get in touch with their sense of self, which is probably more akin to your higher self. Okay, so in working in banishing negativity, I've come to realize it's very helpful. Depending on how far you have progressed in your life, it can be all you need to do. Burn a black candle for a few minutes every Saturday and state that you are banishing all the negativity that has ever come to you, to attach to you or put any hooks in you or keep you feeling drained or keep you feeling stuck. You banish it now and forevermore. We're not really designating where it goes. The issue with that now is that, what do we do after that? Well, it's really a 3-step process. After that, you have to do a little bit more cleansing. You would want to burn a white candle to purify yourself more. Then you would want to burn a red candle to charge yourself to be strong and protected. And this would be something you would do over the next 3 to 5 days. At that point, you're going to focus on really protecting yourself and sending things back. The difference between banishing, it can happen again and again because you're not directing where it's coming from if you know where it's coming from. If you know it's coming from family, then yes, you could do a working to send it back to the family members that you know have been very domineering and demanding, okay? I just heard something. Otherwise, if you don't really know for sure where it's coming from, you might suspect, but you don't really know if it's one person or two people or who it is or why exactly it's really going on. You know, you may have inadvertently hurt someone who is not taking it very well, and they decide that they want to go home and do a revenge spell. You need to send it back, okay? So I'll be going over this a little bit later, but when you decide you're going to just have to send it back, what you're doing really is teaching the person a lesson. You could think of it as kind of sort of teaching the person a lesson. They may or may not learn it. They may continue to try to send you things. You may continue to feel drained, in which case you're going to have to work with both the black and the red together. You're just going to have to keep notes and experiment, okay? Because once these people start getting it back, they're really not going to have the energy to continue as much as they were. They may realize that they're getting kickback. What I'm learning is that it is usually amplified, and if it doesn't hit them back directly, it hits somebody close to them who is weak. It has to go somewhere, and it can go back to the target if they are not strongly protected. Now, thank goodness, I have been told, not only by a medium tarot reader that I follow, but in using my spirit app, one of the messages that came through the other day was very, very validating. And the words that came up were protection around constant. I went, oh my goodness, my frequency has been raised. And as I have been told, nothing really harms me because I have been vibrating at a higher frequency. And if I do feel anything at all, I know how to speak it away, and it goes back. Very few people have the time or the, desire to study and practice as much as I have over the years on getting issues resolved, right? Dealing with spiritual growth. All right, let's say you've done a banishing, but maybe you know there's someone at work who's gossiping about you. Maybe you know that you're still getting negative energy because you're feeling drained. You not only want to banish, but now you're ready to send it back. Okay, you've decided you need to send it back. I'm here at my kitchen area. I'm behind the camera tonight. And let me set up the phone. Okay, you need to designate an area. You need to first get red cloth, and you need to get some type of mirror. Now I have these mirrored frames from the Dollar Tree that I'm going to set here. You are also going to need red candle. It doesn't matter whether it's a 6-inch taper or an 8-inch taper or a chime candle or a votive candle or a red tea light. If you're in a hurry, it could even be a white tea light candle, and you're going to sprinkle something red on top of it. If you've got cinnamon, you're going to use cinnamon. Everybody has a mirror in their house. We're going to have to get a mirror, whether it's on the wall or in the bathroom for makeup or in your purse. You go and you get a mirror. Now, a square one, I have been taught, is good for boundaries, for protection, and represents foundations, the earth plane. So I'm going to recommend that you try to get a square tile, anytime you're out, pick up mirrored tiles. There's square, there's round, and there's the hexagon. Anytime I'm out at Dollar Tree, that's what I pick up. Now you could put your working on a red plate. This is a red tray, which I could use to put a supporting candle over here on the side. Now if you want to use a charger plate for your working, I recommend a plastic silver one because that has a reflective surface, right? And that's what you're going to use. Guys, anytime you're suffering from a lack of energy, you probably need to not just banish negativity like I've just said, but follow up with an energizing candle. Years ago, when we had to uproot our mobile home and move to another park, I was utterly exhausted, and I burned a red candle every single night beside my bed to re-energize myself. And after 1 week I felt better, and after 2 weeks I was back to normal. So this can be used when you're recovering from an illness. So I'm going to take the charger plate and I'm going to put it aside for now. And I'm going to use my mirrored tile. Next, what you're going to do is get your red candle. Like I said, you have assumed or you've already done a burning of a black candle to banish negativity. So now we are just going to focus on return to sender and send it back. Whichever size red candle you choose to use, you're going to unwrap it. I've even got these red votive candle holders that I got from the Dollar Tree. Take out a lot of your Christmas stuff that's red. I'm going to go ahead and just unwrap this little 6-inch red candle. Now I'm going to hold it and I'm going to charge it with my energy and my intent. Candle, you are charged to send back, specifically return to sender, any and all negative thoughts and energy and intentions that have been sent to me, specifically through thought, through gossip, through slander, or through spell work, to hurt me, to harm me, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. It's going to be returned back to the sender or senders. Never to return back to me again. Now, if you don't have any specific oil like I've made a fiery wall of protection. Take some olive oil, I guess vegetable oil, and you're going to, from the bottom up, you're going to anoint that candle up because you are sending things away from you. Now, if you want, and you are absolutely sure that you know who the person is, you can write their name on here from the bottom to the top. And then you anoint it. Then you're going to heat the bottom and you're going to set it on your square tile. I was going to get dressed up and all that, but I don't really need to if you're just paying attention to the subject matter here. You're going to heat the bottom of that candle and put it on that square mirror. Now, if you have a round mirror, that's okay. And for demonstration purposes tonight, this is what I'm doing. I have not rolled it in any spices or herbs or done anything else to it because I'm assuming that what I'm demonstrating here is that you've decided, okay, I got to do this, and I'm going to start right now. It's not about being impulsive, but you have decided, this is what I have to do. So I'm going to start tonight. I'm going to burn it for 30 minutes or so. I'm going to snuff it out. I'm not going to blow it out. And I'm going to do it again for the next 5 to 7 days. That way, if it's not a Tuesday, because ideally you would want to start on a Tuesday, you're going to continue through the rest of the days until you hit upon a Tuesday. Now you need to come up with a chant. Now, if you want, you can take these tea light candles and you can sprinkle cinnamon or chili powder, okay? And then 3 is a very powerful number, so I took 3. These will be your supporting candles. If you want, you can put some on the other side, so you have 3 sources of red light. But you don't have to be fancy, guys, okay? Your intent is to protect yourself once and for all, to stop all of this negativity and ill will from coming to you, and actually going back to the person who has sent it in the first place, right? Send it back to them. When they feel it, they are going to feel it, okay? They are going to feel it. I have learned this. Now, an advanced practitioner may actually designate that it does not return to them, in which case it will hit another person. It could hit someone close to them. I've been following a woman on YouTube who told this story of someone asking her to target someone and then changed her mind. She reversed the spell, but she was never told exactly what to do with it or where to send it. And so it had to go somewhere, and it went to a close relative. They can get very, very sick. Okay? Now you are going to think of some type of a statement or a chant. So and so, I'm really sick of this. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of this. Everything that you have sent me, and I believe that you have, because this is what I have heard, and I've heard it more than a few times. You need to not only shut up, but you need to feel the consequences of all of this that you have deliberately focused on to send to me. And I am now sending it back. 2 good things you could put on here is an arrow. You draw it up. Get a white piece of paper and draw an arrow that curves from top to bottom and then curves up. Alright, so you have a symbol. One thing I've read in a book is, I'm sick and tired of your hateful flack. I take it off of me and you take it back. Right? I'm sick and tired of your hateful flack. So and so, I'm sick and tired of your hateful flack. Shut your mouth and take it back. Or, I take it off of me and you take it back. One of the things I've said before, I'll say it again, is a childhood rhyme I learned, which I like very much. I am rubber, you are glue. What you say and do to happen to me bounces off of me and sticks to you. And you keep saying it. Whatever you've chosen to say, you keep saying it. I am rubber, you are glue. What you say and do to happen to me bounces off of me and sticks to you. And you keep saying it, and then you light your candle. You keep chanting it, guys. Rhythm is very good. So and so, I'm sick and tired of your hateful flack. It's time for you to take it back. I'm sick and tired of your hateful flack. It's time for you to take it back. Sit down and rhyme whatever it is you think you need to say. The headache, the stomach ache, the whatever it is that you've been feeling, right? The energy drain goes back to you, never to come back to me again. Whatever it is, I highly recommend that you make it rhyme. And one of the things I did as a teenager many years ago was read poetry and then start writing poetry. And I've heard in magical orders that is a basic part of your learning beginning foundation, is learning how to write a chant, and specifically a rhyme. Da 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 da. Get a drum or beat on your hands. I'm sick and tired of your hateful flack. It's time for you to take it back. I'm sick and tired of your hateful flack. It's time for you to take it back. Believe in what you're doing, guys, okay? Now, with this working, you need to stay by it. You need to watch it. Now, I would anoint with my fiery oil of protection, which is what I made when I had my Etsy shop. And the Spirit app has actually come through one day and told me protection, wall, fire. And it took them 2 days of repeating those words. And then they said threshold. And I went, oh my gosh. I don't know why, but they want me to put that on my threshold. So you may need to make sure that there are no spirits that are sent to you. Even if someone doesn't know where you live, they can assign a spirit to go and find you and come into your house. So evidently you need to do something at your threshold, okay? Sprinkle chili powder, just a little bit, or some red pepper, or do like I did and put it in an oil and then take a few drops and put it over your threshold and around the door frame. Okay? I am rubber, you are glue. What you say and do to happen to me bounces off of me and sticks to you. Okay? Now this is something you probably need to do once a week as well. And if you want to add another candle, possibly, I don't know, you could designate it to represent you if you want. The black candle to banish any negativity if that makes you feel better. Light that as well. Let this burn for at least 10 minutes. 10 is a very good number. And if you can do it for 13, that would be even better. Okay, everybody. That's it for today. I will elaborate on different ways to do this the next time. And what I probably am going to talk about is how to use more than one candle at the same time. Because while one candle can work, if you're not dealing with an advanced practitioner, and believe me, they are few and far between out there who are seriously strong enough, this could do the trick. But you may have to do this from time to time because people are so full of fears and insecurities and jealousies, okay, and all of that. One is good, two is better. So you heat up the side, you stick them together, oops, ouch, fire safety, and then you burn the two together. I will demonstrate that later. If you would like me to do the work for you as an advanced magical practitioner, there are several other things that I add to make it more powerful, and I call on my spirit helpers who are protecting me and helping me, and I've just been told are protecting me constantly. I can do that for you. You go to my Ko-fi account, K-O-F-I, I'll put that up here, and then you go to the section where right now you'll see I have a cord cutting candle working, and you're going to click on the bottom where the little hand is, and it'll pop up and say send a message to the owner of this page. You can send me a message that way. Hello, Sabrina. I just watched your video on return to sender. I do not have the supplies or the time, or I'm not able to do it at my home. How much would you charge to do this for me, and I will get back to you. Otherwise, you can drop me a comment down below here to give me a heads up that you want to communicate, and I will send you the address, email to my Gmail account. All right. Blessed be. Talk to you soon.